Ifiok Nkem, tell us about your startup.
Okay, thank you so much for that question. Our company is Marketing Blocks AI. Marketing Blocks AI is an all-in-one AI marketing assistant for small business owners, small and medium business owners, helping those people to create all the marketing assets they need for their business so that they can focus on the core of their business and then use our artificial intelligence power software to create all their marketing assets from their logo to their website to the landing pages to the Facebook ads to the social media posts to the videos, promotional videos, everything they need to start to grow and scale their business is done by our software marketing blocks. So it's more like ChatGPT, but it does it all. Landing pages, logo, banners, Facebook ads, promotional videos, everything from just a keyword. You put it into the AI and the AI does everything for you. We currently have about 40,000 users subscribed to marketing blogs. And yes, so that's another view of marketing blogs
Thank you
with a lot
so.
of success
Okay. So when did you
stories
start?
from
When did you
our
start this project?
okay, marketing blogs. Marketing blogs, the project started 2021. That was when we started building, and then we did a beta launch, but we start launch it was launched officially December last year.
Okay, and now,
That's December 2020.
so from last year till this year, you've been in business.
In this particular for this particular product. But I've been an entrepreneur, I've been a tech entrepreneur for a while. For this particular our current flagship product, which is marketing blogs, we we started building it in 2021 and then we did a beta launch, but the official launch was done December 2020.
Okay, so who are your targets? Who do you look out for to market your business, to sell your ideas to? Who are your customers?
Our target audience are business owners, small and medium sized business owners globally who cannot afford an in-house marketing team and then they want to do all their marketing assets, their website, the landing pages without paying for an in-house marketing team and also without outsourcing to expensive and time-wasting freelancers. So they want to be able to grow their business and their bottom line without spending money, wasting time trying to outsource or hire an in-house marketing team. So that's our target audience globally. We're not targeting a particular location, particular continent, or a particular country. But globally, as long as you're a small business owner, as long as you're into business, as long as you want to experience growth, that's our target audience.
Okay, so how has the reception been like?
Okay, the reception initially it was not because when we launched, ChatGPT was not yet launched. So initially people when they may be skeptical of what artificial intelligence can actually do. So they felt like it was not possible. But when they started seeing the results, our number one means of marketing is from customers, our word of mouth, their word of mouth. So when they start seeing the results in their businesses, the reception has been amazing so far.
Okay, now let me talk about your
Abo-
engagement, your engagement with the regulatory bodies now. Do you have anybody regulating you, government, the law, and things like that? How has that been like?
Okay, because we are our operations is located in Nigeria, in Port Harcourt. That is where we are regulated like every other business by the laws and of the country. So we are regulated like every other tech company. So for the artificial intelligence too, mostly the infrastructural companies and also the companies that are uniquely of infrastructure. So we try to conform to those ethical standards and regulations that apply to the use of artificial intelligence. And so when it comes to the regular tech business of running a SaaS company, It's similar to every other technology business. So we comply to all the regulations from the financial, the technological aspect, the corporation, all the regulations that has to do with running a tech company also applies to us. And since we are using artificial intelligence at the core of the AI integration into our products, we also build those. And the artificial intelligence is relatively new. So in Nigeria, in Africa, we don't have much guidelines currently. So as it evolves, as the adoption also increases, whatever regulations come online, come on board, we will also adapt to those regulations. But what's all the regulations that we have so far? They're mostly guidelines, not really regulation, guidelines, commitments, and pledges. So we, as an artificial intelligence powered products, we try to make sure we build in compliance to those guidelines and to those best practices.
Okay, why I ask is because a lot of people feel starting a business in Port Harcourt, the business climate is very harsh. And so a lot of people tend to go to Lagos, to go to
Yes,
Abuja. Now, what was your experience? Did you have to go to Lagos or you did everything in Port Harcourt?
I think yes, everything we've done everything so far in Port Harcourt, and our technical we are more focused on the technical field in Port Harcourt. So most of what we do from the technical aspect is in the Port Harcourt section of the business. But from the marketing aspect, we have a global outlook because our target audience are not just in a particular location. And the challenges that we've also experienced is not limited to Port Harcourt. There are challenges that are also in Lagos. One challenge that we experienced in last year, especially, was the dollar regulation that the Central Bank of Nigeria put into place, whereby you cannot withdraw. There was limit in how much dollar you can withdraw from your domiciliary account, and most of our customers, 99% of our customers, are not in Nigeria. So our revenue does not come in Nigeria, it comes in dollars. And we add these restrictions in how much physical dollars you could withdraw and convert to Naira. And also the double rates, because we are also spending in dollars too. So it's also in sometimes, especially when we were starting at the point where we have not yet generated revenue, our money, our investment was in Naira, but we have to convert it to dollars. So the exchange rate and the difficulties in having access to this foreign exchange for tech companies, especially the ones that are um, getting their infrastructure like the Amazon AWS server, paying for ads in dollars, it's actually a very, very challenging. And that's the challenge, one of the challenges that we actually encounter there. And it's not limited to Port Harcourt. It's also in Lagos. Another challenge has to do with the internet connectivity. Sometimes you are trying to have a one-on-one session with a customer, and then your internet just disappoints you. And I've experienced that. Internet is even better in Port Harcourt than Lagos, especially if you're on the island. The
Okay.
internet in Port Harcourt is better. So, but generally, the internet in Nigeria most times is always not to Port Harcourt. They are mostly Nigerian. Sometimes it's even better in Port Harcourt.
Okay, so how you said of using word of mouth as part of the strategies in getting your customers. When one customer gets an experience with you and is satisfied, he now shares it with his associate, he shares it with his friends. Now, what has been your experience engaging the traditional media and also on social media? Because social media seems to be the go-to place for startups and you know AI companies like yours. But how has it been like engaging the traditional media or media across board?
Okay, we at various stages of our life cycle, we have actually made use of different marketing approaches and different mediums for reaching out, acquiring customers. So when we were starting, we were focused mostly on one-on-one outreach because our model is mostly B2B. So we focus on one-on-one outreach, cold calling, trying to reach out to our users. and to validate our ideas. So at that stage, we were mostly focused on that on one-on-one. Then later on, as we grow, we now shifted to acquiring customers using partner ecosystem. So we reach out to where our customers congregate. So like chambers of commerce, creators that affiliates that have a lot of people in their ecosystem, so they can promote our products to their members. Or like a chamber of commerce that has a lot of small businesses
Okay.
within that in their audience, so they can help market and promote our products to their audience. And for later on moving to running ads when we had a funnel that was working very well. Then when the funnel worked very well, we also scaled the paid ads. And then, but along the line, one of the means that we've actually been using is content marketing. So that's creating content that gives value to our target audience, and also trying to understand create content across different awareness levels, those that are problem away, solution away, product away. So we create different kinds of content, articles, video content, webinars, books, targeting at our audience across different niches and different verticals. So
Okay.
there is, and also social media too. We also use creators, but we come to find that creators are mostly for B2C, but they mostly bring a lot of B2C, though they help to push your B2B drive, but they mostly bring B2C, and B2C, we are focused on B2B. We will not be able to raise the first 3 months of launch. Currently, we are approaching $2 million right now in annual recurring revenue. So we focus on B2B because B2C that you get from social media mostly, most of them cannot afford, and then the churn rates for B2C. That's something that you experience with a lot of other SaaS
Okay. So
products
for
like
businesses now,
Canva
so if
and
I get you
Adobe
right now, for businesses
that
to
have
engage with you, for businesses to engage with you, is either they get to know you from the testimonies of others that have engaged with you, or they get to know you from social media. Is that correct?
from social media and from our ads.
Okay,
Social media
from
either from organically or from influencers and also ads.
okay. So now talking about the future and your growth, what's what is the strategy and what's the plan, to grow beyond just this word of mouth, and then your app? What's the plan for the future?
Okay, for the future now, look, like I said, let me just correct what I said is that we are growing mostly on three channels: word of mouth, ads, and advertising, that's paid advertising, and also from content that we've created that are not just on social media. So word of mouth, social media content, and also paid advertising. So currently now we are also trying to push more money into our ads since we are bootstrapped with a limit to how much we can spend. Because currently, yes, we have revenue, we are pushing $2 million in annual recurring revenue, but we go lean because we are bootstrapped. So our budget is not as huge as if we are not bootstrapped. So we are trying to perfect our funnel, the marketing funnel, because we want it to be self-liquidating. Self-liquidating means that the money we spend into the ads, we want to be able to get it back across maybe one or two level of the funnel. So once we are able to have a funnel that perfects, because we are measuring, one thing with every company that is bootstrap, always measure, because what is not measured cannot be improved. So we measuring so that you can understand the funnel and know where is the funnel is broken, so you can fix it. So we are fixing that, and then we will now be able to scale it up once we have an optimized funnel, which we are almost there.
Okay.
And then for the future, we look at small successes from our customers. Because what
Okay.
we are doing right now, we are doing focus on doing what things that don't scale. That's number one. Why combinator advice? Do things that don't scale. Like we do one-on-one support to customers. We help them to onboard. So these are things that don't scale, but they will help you to scale in future. Because when you provide this one-on-one support to your customers, help them having interviews with them, try to find out what they really want, so that you can make your products roadmap to be guided by your user requests and user demands. Because at the end of the day, the most important thing is to be able to help the customers to achieve success. Then you will be able to easily scale. So we will focus on doing more of that, and then releasing the second version of our products live, which is going to be based on the various feedback that we received from our customers in the last 6 months. And then we also look forward to growing our annual recurring revenue to $10 million. And also we are going for our.
Okay. So, since we are in a hub and we have young people here, do you have plans or do you have opportunities for mentorship? I know you just started and it's still in the early stages, but do you have a mentorship opportunity that some of us here can key into?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me now? Hello?
Hello?
Okay, so I was asking if you have mentorship opportunities that some of us here can key into to ask you questions and to tap from your knowledge. So do you have mentorship opportunities, that we can access?
Hello, I'm sorry I lost you. Can you ask the last question again?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. I'm asking about your mentorship opportunities. Do you have opportunities for young people to come learn from you? I know it's in the early stages. You just started, and of course, you're still building your brand. But if young persons that are inclined in the area where you have found your strength want to learn from you, how can they get to you? What are the mentorship opportunities you have?
Okay. Okay. Then we have an internship program in our company in Port Harcourt. That's where we work from. Marketing Blocks works from Smarty Labs. Smarty Labs is in Port Harcourt, and then we have a mentorship and internship program for the engineering aspect and also for the marketing aspect. And it's on a rolling basis. We're not currently accepting, but we accepted early this year. 100% free. Don't pay. It's 3 months for the internship program, and also for the academy. It's actually 6 months. So it's a free program. So those that are interested can actually look out on Smarty Labs and watch our social media channel for updates. Once we are taking the next batch of interns for the internship program, we'll definitely post on our social media channels. Also, my personal social media channel, Ifiok, on Twitter. I share a lot of knowledge and a lot of my experience that I've gained in the journey relating to running a tech company and also relating to using artificial intelligence in your business to increase your traffic, your sales, and your profits. So I share a lot on my Twitter at Ifiok Nkem, and also on my Instagram at Ifiok Nkem, but mostly on my Twitter. So anybody that wants to connect with me can follow me on Twitter. And then for the internship opportunity, can also um, follow Snappy Labs, because we support Snappy Labs and we support Snappy Labs internship program and mentorship program.
Okay, what are the handles, the Twitter handles and the other social media handles, just in case some of us want to follow you or
Okay,
contact you?
let me drop it in the chat. Ifiok, my personal handle is at Ifiok Nkem.
At
This
Ifiok
is
Ikem,
for
that's on X.
Ifiok Nkem, that's on X, yes. Same
Okay.
on all social media platforms, but into Twitter. Then
Okay, I'll give opportunity for 2 questions. If you have any question for Ifiok, you can now indicate, and we'd like you to ask him questions.
Okay, my name is Precious Nairi. I am a web developer. I'm the founder of Press Villa Multimedia. I want to ask Mr. Ifiok about I learned about his business from Port Harcourt. And I know building a business from Port Harcourt is not actually very easy. We understand the dynamics here in Port Harcourt. So I want him to take us through the course of building from Port Harcourt. The strategies, the engagements, getting funding, partnerships, scaling, and then traveling abroad. Let him take us on the journey of building Snappy Lab from Port Harcourt to where he is now. Thank you.
Ifiok, did you get that? He talks about,
Yes.
he wants you to take us through your journey. So how was it?
Okay, I actually okay, let me just go a little bit down to my journey. By profession, I'm a medical doctor. So I experienced a massive career shift from being a medical doctor into tech entrepreneurship. So first of all, I started by running a digital marketing agency where I helped in small business owners to sell online, run adverts online. I later now discovered that I cannot actually scale. How many running an agency? How many agencies will I be able to help? That's my personal journey. Before I now change from running a digital marketing agency to teaching, to creating videos and teaching these business owners how to run the ads themselves and then getting paid for that. Then I later on now pivoted into okay, let's build a software that can help them achieve these goals. So if you don't have the budget to hire a marketing team, you can use this software to actually do it on your own. So that's when our marketing software came live. And then later on with advances in artificial intelligence, we decided to build marketing blogs, which is an AI powered digital marketing assistant. So that's been my journey. Building from Port Harcourt, there's no difference with building. The location is your building should not be location dependent. There are a lot of companies that are worth billions of dollars, not in what, sorry, that are making billions of dollars in revenue that did not start in the US, did not start in Silicon Valley. Some of them started in India, and then there are companies also that so in the global scheme of things, you must not be in Silicon Valley, and in the Nigerian scheme of things, you must not be in Lagos. We have Zoom. Anybody you want to connect with, you can connect with the person anywhere in the world. And once you are able to, in the initial time, if you have challenges with fundraise, then why not raise the fund from the customers? Raising funds, it also depends on what you're building. I know you can be building some big technology, like maybe you're building something like OpenAI, that you need to raise funding before, maybe for many years before you can actually sell. But I don't usually advise those that are, if you're from the middle class, you don't have your own personal money, or you didn't go to Stanford, and don't build those kind of products first. Even the founder of OpenAI did not start by OpenAI. He built other products that he was able to make money from customer first. I mean, you can go and check his history. His first product was not OpenAI. It was even Tesla. Elon Musk has always wanted to add the vision of going to space, of creating Tesla, SpaceX, and everybody. He had to start with a company, a B2B company that can make money. PayPal X made money from day one without investors funding. It was later on that they now raised funding. So even Elon Musk did not start with building what he's going to. He must get investors funding. So if you don't have the connection, you don't have the money, you didn't go to Stanford, and then probably you want to build a startup. I always advise, that's my personal advice, because that's what works for even others. Build what you can sell. Build what, like, look at PayPal. PayPal started making money from day one because they have their percentage from every transaction. So in other words, they made money from day one. They have a percentage from every transaction. No matter how small it is, focus on revenue. Get that revenue from day one.
Thank you
For
so much for sharing your journey and your experiences with us. A lot of us will be contacting you through your social media handles. I'm sure, it will be shared with all of us here. And we wish you all the best with your business. All right. Thank you so, so much for your attention. God bless you all.